go get them again.
Welcome back to the Robes Away channel. I'm your host, Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Juliette Has a Gun. Now, this one called MUSKY Mule. Now, this is my second sniff of the brand. Looking forward to this one and see what it has in store for me. My first sniff was Lady Vengeance, and I just discovered. I knew about this brand, just never had any real interest in the brand. Might as well start delving into it. And I smelt Lady Vengeance, so that was my first dip into the brand. Penned by Francis K. From, of course, Maison Francis K fame, now at Ziard as the in-house perfumier. Absolutely beautiful rose by Francis. I absolutely love Lady Vengeance from Juliette Has a Gun. So MUSKY Mule is number 2 here. This one was a huge part of the free bottle brigade. So it has, in my personal opinion, inflated hype behind it when it was launched, which is always nice to see from me now, years later, if people were actually exaggerating or not on how good this is. I haven't heard much about this one since the initial hype, so I'm assuming a lot of it was fabricated. When people are saying, oh, it's so good, it's great, it's amazing, well, where is it in your top 10s? You do top 10s every week. Where is this thing now? Right? In 2018, it was hot. Now, not so much. Everybody and then nobody. It really is something that does bother me in the fragrance community, right? You know, somebody that's authentic will have, you know, there's gonna be some changes in taste, but not that drastic. Now, on that note, if you aren't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button if you're a subscriber or not. I really appreciate it. Get me with those influencers that are talking about this release like it was the next best thing since sliced bread, and I'm gonna talk about it like a real frag head, like a real person. It might be great, it might be okay, and that's okay if it's just okay. Yeah, it's not a sexy fragrance review, but it is what it is, and it might be really bad. So I really appreciate the ones that really come on the channel and they know what they're gonna get from me. So let's take a look at the note breakdown on this one. It's right beside me, and as you can see, some fresh notes, lots of freshness here, and a lot of, oh, there's an ambroxan in this one, eh? Okay. So we'll see what this one's all about. Released in 2018, that's when the hype on YouTube happened, and then it was gone. They have this whole sleeve and foam looking packaging, reminds me of Healy. Bottle's actually gorgeous, beautiful white gradient to obviously a clear bottle. You have the cap here that has the color of obviously copper look to it, which reminds you of MUSKY Mule. The cap reflects, you know, basically the copper cup that a MUSKY Mule can come in. So attention to detail, I like that. I really do like these presentations. Now, the more I look at them in real life, the more I actually really like the simplicity of them. But the small little details really impress me. So kudos to the marketing, packaging side of Juliette Has a Gun. They do it well here in this one. So let's delve into it. We'll put it on a piece of paper and look at this atomizer, really great atomizer. And then we'll put it on skin, obviously, after that. And let's delve into it. Let's sniff this one and see what I get. Ooh, she's uplifting. Sparkling bergamot, lime, which is actually beautiful. Ooh, and a little zest of ginger. Okay. So the trifecta here in the top note, ginger, lime, bergamot, you're getting them all. You're getting them all. Beautiful. Bright, sharp. The ginger is actually quite a big piece in here. And it's always nice. Ginger sometimes gets lost in the shuffle in a lot of fragrances. You know, it's just a throw-in. And at times you do stumble upon a fragrance that it has almost a primary function. And it's always nice to see, especially when it's well done. And here it is well done. Every single piece of this introduction is well done. Let's spray this on skin and see what I get on skin. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm getting some of that apple now. So this opening is quite stunning. It's actually really, really good. You're getting a lot of brightness. All these notes are at their peak. The ginger, most notably, is absolutely stunning. It has that zest to it. It's sharp. It's beautiful. It's fresh. It's citrusy up top. It's refreshing. It's cooling. It's all these things. It has a little bit of that apple now. A little bit of that. And now I'm starting to get some jasmine in here. So you're getting a little bit of that white floral, a very thinned out fragrance. And I know it's supposed to resemble a drink at this point. It's just refreshing. It's cooling. I would put this, funny enough, I got my wine cooler. I would put this in the wine cooler and wear this in the summer. Beautiful. Oh, this changed. So, okay, so this fragrance seems, yeah, it's changed. So I was expecting a lot of these, of course, citruses will obviously burn off real quick. They're top notes. That's what's going to happen. You're going to lose the apple. You're going to lose the ginger. You're going to lose the lime. You're going to lose the bergamot. What are you going to be left with? Ambroxan, jasmine, and this is kind of what I feared about this particular release. And this is what I'm getting is I feel like this top note, excellent. The first, whatever, how many minutes I've just been talking, awesome. I cannot say anything bad about this release. The lime's awesome. It's doing its thing. It's very authentic. The bergamot is sparkling like it should be. The ginger is really almost the star of the show here. The apple is minute, but still giving out, you know, a fruity aspect to this. The jasmine is doing what it's supposed to do. It's turning into more of a fresh jasmine musky thing. A little bit of a woody backdrop. So it's going from authentic citruses and things like that, and then it's going into more of a, dare I say, more of a synthetic, mild, woody, musky, floral thing. Okay, so this is one of those, and again, unboxings are never, ever, ever going to tell you the whole story. Again, this is just my thoughts off the cuff. Again, this is a return to product. If you know, you know. Frag Flex, I'm decanting this, but might as well do a video on it. That's basically what this is all about. And unboxings here won't tell the whole story, but it will give me a grasp on a fragrance and a brand, especially a new brand to me. You know, Lady with a Vengeance, or Lady Vengeance, was excellent. Now, again, it was a very thinned out fragrance. So I'm, you know, is this the direction of Juliette Has a Gun? I know they have ouds, so that I know. So I don't know if they have some darker stuff that I should be looking into, but it feels like maybe I'm seeing a theme here, that this brand is more watery, thinned out summer, spring type of fragrances. Again, it's maybe just the luck of the draw of the ones that I've smelt. And again, two fragrances don't make a brand identity, but it can. Yeah, it's top heavy. From, again, this is just early talks here. I feel like this is a top heavy fragrance that the back end is not interesting enough to keep me interested in this release. However, that introduction was beautiful. I feel like the cooling factor, I can feel it. I love the ginger was the star of the show. It has to be. Lime was a close second here. Other than that, you're not getting much else in regards to superstar items in this release. So at the end of the day, lukewarm. And again, like it's going into that backbone and it's less interesting. Like if this thing, and I'm assuming it's, you know, it's really thinned out fragrance. This is my assumption. This might only last a couple hours on my skin. And if only the first 5-10 minutes are interesting, what are we doing here? So we'll see. Again, I'll keep trying it out, but that's my initial thoughts on Moscow Mule, a hyped fragrance back in, what, 2018, when everybody got a free bottle. Everybody and their mother got a free bottle, except yours truly. I think they got something against Canadians. Anyway, I got mine at fragflex.com. You can use code TFG10. You get 10% off on your purchase. If you're interested in Juliette Has a Gun, it is a, how can I say this? Like, they're kind of put into this Atelier Cologne, Juliette Has a Gun, Sephora brands, where they're just a little more expensive than some designers, and they kind of have their own little, almost like entry-level niche, kind of start tippy-toeing into that kind of realm, which isn't too far from, you know, designer releases. This is where this brand fits in, I feel. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. Good, bad, and the ugly. Let us know what you think about Moscow Mule. I know it's not a newer release, but and even so, like, I know that some have commented on my my first video on Juliette Has a Gun and gave me recommendations. If you missed that one, please send me recommendations of the brand. I love testing out new brands like this and try them out. And as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.